Today we're going to be converting our Star Wars Episode 1 back to a Revenge from Mars. That's what it originally was. One of the first processes you got to do, you need the actual glass on, and that's to go into here, and you want to take the update code off. Now it should go back to the original ROM. From this point, we can exit here and go ahead and turn it off. Once it's off, we have to take the glass off and go through the process of taking out the actual game. Most of you guys have worked on these before. The Star Wars Episode 1 as well, both the Pinball 2000 machines have this nice little part that kind of holds the balls in place, so whenever you go to pick it up, the gravity stops it. On this machine here, they're made to come out. You could hook the bar right here, you know, on this latch for the door, and it actually is a good spot for it to rest. You undo these parts back here, which they're kind of like most power connectors. They have at least one little spot that it clicks on, and each one of them are unique, or each one of them is unique, and they can't be put in backwards, or you can't put in number A into number B, etc. So it's pretty safe that you can't mess it up. I've heard that if you don't snap any of them like in place, one of them might control like your general illumination, while the other one is going to control the power to the playfield, etc. So if you have a problem with certain area, you might want to go back here and check to see if you connected everything good afterwards. Of course, I'm having trouble with one of these. It's being a little booger. Actually, two of them, I should say. Alright. Now that I got that out of the way, I'm just going to set this out of the way. And now we go to the Revenge from Mars.
But you just put that in.
I'm going to go ahead and actually just slide it closer a little bit. And again, I don't really want it in the way. And the same thing, I'm going to lay it down. And since it's got the nice sliders, you can kind of just roll it up to where it's going to hook on right there. And like I said prior, you can't put these in wrong, which is good, but you got to make sure that they actually click and they're nice and firm. Okay, I'm actually about halfway done. course, you have to unlock the back part to get the translate off. And I'm going to set that out of the way. Over here is our Pinball 2000 computer. Actually, I'm going to come around to the other side. One thing you might want to do is touch the grounding strap, get like your static electricity off of you. Of course, some people will say you should keep a hold of that while you're doing anything else. Me personally, I think if I've gotten rid of it and I'm no longer walking, I shouldn't be having, building up more static electricity. So, nevertheless, I'm not going to keep a hold of it. Of course, I might regret that one day, but this unlocks and it opens up. And I should have had a screwdriver ready, but I didn't. I had one not too far away. Right here is our Prism card and our daughter board, which is where the daughter board stores the ROMs, and you have to switch the ROMs to the Revenge from Mars. Now, in my case, I actually have a spare ROM board. You have to take this little connector off, and I should have done this before I took out this card, especially since this card is very, very, very expensive. I'm going to set the card down. Actually, I'm going to set it down on the glass, since the glass probably has a less chance of a static buildup. Over here, I actually have a key to take this apart, and I call it a key because it has a little edge on here that is exactly the same size as the board, or the two boards. So you can give this a little nudge. Just keep giving it little nudges all the way around. Actually, I gotta get over here where it's a little bit more comfortable to kind of loosen it up. You don't want to do like everything in one place all at once, because obviously you could bend the prongs, and that would be all bad. Now I can see that I started to loosen up one side, which is good, but I definitely don't want to keep going at that one side. Okay, now that I've managed to take it apart, this is the actual Prism card, which you could probably find online for about $600. Daughter board with the ROMs I've seen on eBay for about $300. Nevertheless, like I said, I was lucky enough to get the conversion kit with a spare daughter board. Now, this empty pin here lines up with this empty pin there. So you want to make sure that you put it in the right way, not try to put it in this way, because obviously whenever you put it in, it won't work. So we're going to line it up, just kind of laying it there at first, making sure that it's going in, and it started to go in real easy, thankfully. Now I'm just going to give it a little push. Kind of on even, do a little bit on each side. Now all of those are lined up and they're nice and tight.